starts off with a classic cover drive, pushed up the order, in ahead of Ankon as well at the end of 13, 108 for 3. Yeah, springing a surprise there, Bangladesh A think tank, as Abu Haider Roni has come ahead of Mahidul, Yasir and Mehrob. And perhaps it's that fifth wicket conundrum that Bangladesh A are trying to contend with, because against Sri Lanka A they were found wanting. The last 30 deliveries have yielded 42 runs. It was the first time that it boiled down to number 5, number 6 against Sri Lanka A, and they fell short. As Vaishak comes in, and he has the same game plan as Ramandeep, it seems. The same sort of field. As you can see, trying to go wide once more. There's a concern in terms of predictability, which is why Jitesh is now again prompting changes in field. Every delivery against Habibur, there's something new. Goes wide. He bisects those deep fielders. You talk about mid-wicket, forget that. I'll hit a 6 over extra cover.
Well, he goes past Vaibhav Suryavanshi, and the number of 6s hit in this DP World Asia Cup Rising Star. 19 6s to his name now. Again, I say that don't bowl it away from the wicket to him, because you allow him to open his hands, and then he's got that power to smash it all around. Look at that. He's got the most number of 6s now, 19 to his name.
And the plan has been shelved now. Now it's a more conventional field. Gone is that deep backward point. This is 19 6s for Habibur after that beautiful shot over extra cover. Shortish. Hold his fingers over the ball as well.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত না হয়ে নিজেই অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন, নিজেই ডিপোজিট উইথড্র করুন। 1 সেকেন্ডেই ডিপোজিট।
Yeah, well, Priyansh Arya, you will ask if it had been a touch quicker, and could have been trouble there. Again, this is better. Wicket to wicket, was not able to get the connection right. Just running straight. And finally just turning a little away from the wickets. But taking on the fielder.
That's because post that 6, that plan has been abandoned now, Fidai. Now it's a more conventional field. They have a deep mid-wicket in place. They have the deep square leg in place. It's normal for Vaishak to bowl at, not that pressure of trying to find that width and trying to bowl it along the tram line. Because, let's be honest, Habibur is also a great batter. He has 59 to his name. He can also recognize patterns, and if you give him the chance to free his arms once in a while, he will obviously connect and hit it over for 6. Brilliant delivery. And a wry smile. This is good cricket overall.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a good comeback since that big 6 hit after the wide he bowled. Since then, he's given away 2 runs in 4 deliveries. That include 3 dots. Now, would the dot ball pressure create an opportunity for India A? Or does Sohan, Habibur Rahman Sohan, has the character to just say, okay, let it go this over, we'll take it on from the next over.
Full toss. Oh, he'd be disappointed. He didn't send that to the fence. End of 14. 118 for 3. Yeah, the spinners have certainly been effective when it comes to the economy rate. Solitary wicket for Harsh Dubey, so we are still looking for his first. Fast bowlers, different story altogether. Tonked around the park. Big appeal! Big appeal! And this was Habibur, who could have been sent packing. Mahmood Khan shakes his head.
Tell you, this is very close and Siyash is frustrated and should be, I believe. Let's have a look at it. Because with the naked eye, it didn't look such a bad appeal. Pitching on the wicket. Wow, he's been very lucky that he's not been given out. Probably Mahmood Khan thinking that this is pitch outside the leg stump, but it has not been to my eyes.
Had the possibility of clipping leg.
Well, the skipper Jitesh Sharma has been forced to keep Ramandeep away. Brought Soyash into the attack for the very purpose of taking the wicket. Just look at that. That looks a very good shout from the bowling perspective.
Now missed a trick there, Mahmood Khan perhaps. Shortish.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত
He has an unbeaten 53 in T20s. Okay, there you go. Finally, finger raise. Siyash gets the breakthrough, gets the wicket. Well, he was sent for Habibur, but he won't mind taking the wicket off Abu Haider.
And that's a disappointing shot. Going across the line, a wide-ish delivery. Slight googly, you can hear that faint edge. And Soyash silences all expectations that Bangladesh A had of Abu Haider Roni. He goes without troubling the scorers. 119 for 4. Yeah, we were touting Abu Haider Roni as the ace of spades for Bangladesh A, but that gamble definitely didn't pay off.
Being India A fan around the world, listening to you will expect you to start talking about the next batter. The commentator's curse. You built it up so nicely. Next thing, he just didn't live to the expectation.
To be fair, Maz was tapping me on the back, asking me to provide that information to the world. So maybe you should take it up with him. As Mehrob comes in his 24th match. A strike rate of 96 isn't something to write home about, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, well, wasn't as convincing against Sri Lanka in the last match. And now this is where the trouble is for Bangladesh. We've seen their top order scoring runs, but it's with the middle order and the later mid order how they perform under pressure. They have 5 more overs after this to play. And if Habibur Rahman falls, how many will Bangladesh will be able to get?
And upping the ante, a slip has been deployed. Expect the googly. There you go. It was mapped out, it was crafted, and yet no effect. This was the wicket though. Where was he playing?
Well, sometimes you premeditate a shot, and unfortunately you don't get it into the arc. He was sweeping, that's a good idea, but that was very far on the offside. Gets an under edge. And Suyash celebrating in style. What is it going to be next? A leg break? Onto the pads?
Two googlies. Twice over the beat the bat. Jitesh asks for a stumping. Himanta Boteju, are you going up? Yes, you are. Paradise for Bangladesh.
Remember that middle order, and it's been a bit of a concern for the Bangladesh. We saw that against Sri Lanka. Let's have a look how things have transpired with that delivery. It has been referred to the TV umpire. Rahul Asher from Oman will have some work.
I mean, no doubt, this is not a no ball.
Everything right about that. Let's have a look how things are here. It's gonna have to be touch and go. I think his foot grounded. But let's have the result shown on the television from Rahul Asher, the TV umpire, how he adjudicates this. This is even a better and a clear angle, Atish.
Yeah, one has to give credit to Jitesh. He was pretty clever. But as we speak, puts inside the crease.
No doubt.
Inside the crease. He's waiting for the batter. You can see he's waiting there. Moves his hand away, then notices, and then just clips the bail. Oh. Wait, hold on.
That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Look at the presence of mind.
Okay, this is a tough decision for Rahul Asher to make.
Doubt if there have been any easy decisions for the TV umpire throughout this tournament. One other here at the semi-final. Rahul Asher on a hot pan there. Good presence of mind from Jitesh Sharma, the skipper.
Perhaps a bit of his foot, or the benefit of the doubt, could go into the batter's favour. Not out on the big screen. Mehrob survives after 15. 119 for 4.
It starts with a wide, drifting away from the right hander. Maybe early indication, a bit of reverse swing. 5 overs to go. 8 runs per over from here onwards. Get to Bangladesh to 160. But a 170. How Surface has played. I think it's going to be a fighting score, Salman Butt.
Yes, and they would definitely want to go beyond that, and they would want Habibur to bat through the innings now. Because remember, they've lost four, and it's not that easy for the new man coming in. So 61 he is. Might as well keep going for the sake of his side.
Pitching outside the leg stump. Idea is quite clear by Gurjapni. The first couple of deliveries going nice and full. And the big question that Jitesh Sharma got to answer ASAP is the 2 overs has to be filled by Ramandeep and Namandeep. So that's an idea that, that's an addition that Jitesh Sharma got to make it as soon as possible.
And that is what Habibur has to target. Being the set batter, seen it all, knows the pace of the wicket, how the ball is coming along onto the bat. So he holds the key. Yeah, it would be very important for the India team to pick up his wicket, and for Bangladeshis for him to stay out the length.
A good point you made, Salman. I think this is not one of those pitches where straight away a hitter can come and go from the first
যারা
ball.
আমার চ্যানেলে নতুন সবাই আমার চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন আর
This is
লাইক
what
কমেন্ট
surprised
করে
me
দেবেন।
with Mahidullah.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে
Of Habibur Rahman.
A very soft dismissal that. As soon as the field changed, I think the batter was still in two minds where to go next, where to go looking for runs, and in the end, he played this shot with one hand, probably didn't get the length, and in the end, holding out an easy catch to the man at covers in the ring. And Gurjapneet, well, his reaction is what the whole fuss is about. Habibur Rahman Sohan, 65 or 46 he got. Bangladesh 126 for 5.
Brilliant knock of 65 or 46 comes to an end for Habibur. In comes very impressive youngster Mahidul Islam Ankon. 83 games, couple of half centuries, just made his ODI debut a month ago against West Indies in Bangladesh. He's up at the striker's end. Straight away, off the mark with a single. And this, the last wicket, Salman, is a captain's delight. A plan coming in place.
Always the case when you make a change and straight away it pays off. They don't come any easier than that. I think he was expecting predetermining some other length, and not the case. And his response sure that he didn't have a backup plan. 127 Bangladesh. Very important for them to get at least 35 to 40 runs.
Short delivery back of the length. Gurjapneet can surprise the batter with pace. With the new ball, he got a good bounce, and in this over, yes, this is the price wicket of my Habibur. 128 for 5.
Bowling change, right arm bowling round.
In the group stages, death over specialist, India A. Just 6 runs per over. They have gifted Mandir into the attack. And this is the over that I think the two batters should target. 2 overs has to be bowled by Ramandeep and Namandir. And I'm guessing that the off-spinner bowling towards to the right-hander on the mid-wicket area is where the wind comes from, so against the wind. So tactically, I think Jitesh Sharma has got it spot on.
India being the most economical side in the last 5 or 6 overs. Keep their confidence high, and Bangladesh need to balance out.
Was outside the off stump, wide signal by the umpire. Mahmood Khan, I thought he got it spot on. Idea is quite clear by Namandir. Take the hitting arc towards offside, because Mahindullah Islam Ankon loves the leg side and probably target the deep mid-wicket area long on against the wind. Straight, long off in place and long on as well. And the long on fielder says mine and takes a good one. That's exactly what India were after. Namandir picks up a big wicket.
Beautiful catch that. Wonderfully judged, and in the end picks up another wicket. Indian Namandir coming in to fill in those important 2 overs, and I think it can't go more right for India that the fill-up bowlers are also picking up wickets. Once again trying to go across the angle, not playing it towards covers, not looking at another cricketing stroke, just trying to go with everything towards leg side. An intelligent bowling, I have to say, from Naman. He just slowed the pace down. Bangladesh losing their 6th, 130 they have.
Next stick over, 4 to come.
The new batter. The idea is quite clear by Namandir and Islam Ankon. I'm with you, Salman. He was trying to go over long on. Would have been better going with the line and going over long off. That was a mistake by Ankon and a good catch by Priyansh. Wide been called again.
The plan is simple. Keep bowling outside off.
কোনো এজেন্টের কাছে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে প্রতারিত না হয়ে নিজে নিজেই অ্যাকাউন্ট তৈরি করুন, নিজেই ডিপোজিট
Making choices in the middle. Experienced man Yasir Ali, 128 games, 14 half centuries. All his experience will count in the few overs to come, in the 3.2 overs to come for Bangladesh. He's played test cricket, experienced man, lost a lot of weight. So certainly the next 3.2 overs is going to be crucial. Yasir Ali stays and plays a cameo. On the next side again. And the umpire, he's happy with it.
Maybe he got a bit of bat or glove on it, and that's the reason why the umpire didn't call it a wide. Yasir will have to bring all his experience in this. Bangladesh have just lost their way. They've not responded to the pressure well enough at this stage.
What a good over by Namandir. Under pressure, bowling the 17th over. Picked up a wicket and also only gave away 5 runs. 133 for 6.
थोड़ा जल्दी बोल पाजे बोल के टाइम नहीं है
India is clearly pulling things back. 27 runs, 4 wickets in the last 5 overs. Gurjapneet Singh will bowl the last 2 of his. 3 more overs to go in this innings. Perfect Yorker, right on the money. 2 says Mehrob. And Yasir Ali responds. He comes back. A direct hit would have been close. But very good running in the end.
That's great bowling from Gurjapneet. He's targeting the block hole every now and then, and Indian bowlers definitely have bowled to their plans, angling in, bowling full into the block hole. Way to go. In the end, Bangladesh temper across for a couple. 135 they move on to.
6 bowlers use Naman or Ramandeep. Got to bowl 1 more over. Who's it going to be, Salman?
I think they might go with the quicker medium pace.
York again. It's the length about 6 inches, but Mehrab Hussain couldn't get the timing or the placement right.
Indians have pulled it back through their spinners to start with. Harsh and Shuyash bowling brilliantly. 1 for 22 for Harsh and 1 for 17 of his 4 overs for Shuyash. Brilliant bowling. Just 39 of their 8 overs in the middle of the innings. Pulling it all back.
Joined first, Ripon Mondal and Gurjapneet Singh, the 2 very good bowlers for their countries. Ripon with the right arm quick. It would have been very, very consistent. Should be just a single.